Hey, welcome back. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is in Doha this morning as he continues his latest diplomatic tour of the Middle East in hopes of reviving ceasefire talks. And in Paris, French President Emmanuel Macron has reiterated calls for a ceasefire in Lebanon. He spoke about that at the opening of an international conference aimed at raising millions of dollars in humanitarian assistance for Lebanon. But despite these diplomatic efforts, there seems to be no let-up in the fighting itself. Our Ramy Inocencio brings us more from Tel Aviv.
Errol, good morning there. Yeah, Israel's two-front offensive carries on. In Lebanon, it was one of the worst nights of strikes so far for Beirut. Lebanon's health ministry said that the IDF carried out nearly 20 attacks on the capital's southern suburbs overnight and without warning, and that they leveled several buildings. Lebanon's military said an IDF strike killed 3 of its own soldiers who were evacuating a town in the south. The IDF says it does not target Lebanon's military, and it has apologized in the past. But those deaths happened as France is now hosting a conference specifically to support Lebanon's military. It is seen as crucial to a peace, but we know it's also been pretty much powerless in those Hezbollah strongholds. Meanwhile, in Gaza, the IDF appears to be tightening its siege of the north, and with its focus still very much on the town of Jabalia. The health ministry run by Hamas said at least 42 people died in Israeli strikes. The army's been on this offensive for nearly the past 3 weeks. They say it is to stop Hamas from regrouping, and that's all intensified since the IDF killed Hamas's leader, Yahya Sinwar, last week. Errol.
All right, Ramy, thank you for that. For more on Secretary Blinken's visit to the Middle East, you're looking at CBS News Chief White House correspondent Nancy Cordes. Nancy, thanks for waking up with us. Is there any sense, from your point of view, that this latest push for a ceasefire will garner more results than previous efforts?
Errol, good morning. So good to be with you. You know, there are so many White House officials right up to the President of the United States who have argued that the death of Yahya Sinwar, the leader of Hamas, could lead in some way to a breakthrough that might end this war. And yet we haven't seen any concrete signs of that yet. Secretary of State Blinken, as you mentioned, is now in the region. He met with Israeli officials yesterday. No indication coming out of those meetings that they're any closer to a ceasefire than they were before. There has been some talk in the region, and Blinken is going to be meeting with a variety of Middle East officials while he is there. There's been some talk of perhaps a more limited ceasefire where a handful of hostages are released, more humanitarian aid is allowed to get into Gaza for a shorter period of time. But that's just talk right now. There's no indication that the two sides are ready to agree to that.
And all parties know that the Biden administration is on its way out. What notable differences might there be come January 20th when either Harris or Trump is elected?
Such a great question. Both Harris and Trump have expressed support for Israel, calling it, the U.S.'s greatest ally in the region. But beyond that, there are some differences. Harris, for example, has expressed more sympathy for the plight of Palestinians. She did it again in a town hall last night. She has been more open about calling for a two-state solution. That's something that Trump hasn't talked a lot about. He has said that the war needs to end. They're both in favor of a ceasefire, but he has also argued that somehow, had he been president, the war never would have happened in the first place, that Hamas never would have attacked Israel. There's no indication that that is actually true, but that is what he continues to claim on the campaign trail. He has also argued that if he were to become president again, that the war would end extremely quickly. But again, he hasn't provided a lot of specifics as to how he would make that happen, Errol.
All right, Nancy Cordes, thank you for that.